Welcome back, everybody. Now we're going to be getting on the water. So first we got to learn how to lift and carry the canoe properly, along with getting into the canoe safely, and then after that learning how to paddle efficiently and effectively. So I'm going to have my mom here sit, and she's going to be carrying in the bow of the boat, so the front of the boat. Now I'm going to be moving towards the back of the boat, or the stern of the boat. So we're going to first put our paddles in the boat so we don't have to carry them. And we're going to use these deck plates with these grab handles here. So typically on a boat, one person's going to be on one side of the boat. So my mom's on the right hand of the boat right now, and she's going to be picking up with her left hand. I'm actually going to walk onto the right side of the boat, and I'm going to be hanging off with my right hand. So it's what we call a suitcase carry. So grabbing it, and we're going to be lifting up, and we're going to be walking down. So good communication is very important when we're doing this. So we're going to grab onto the boat when she's ready and I'm ready. And I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, up. So 1, 2, 3, up. Now we're ready. We have the boat and we're able to walk down shore. So this carry is very efficient when it's very flat and there's no obstacles, and we're not walking for long periods of time. So we're going to stop here. So good communication. We're going to put the boat down, and now we're by the water. So when we're on a beach or we're on a flat surface, it's easier to enter the paddle parallel to the water. So what we're going to do is bring the boat to the water. We're going to walk it in. We're going to make sure that the boat is right up against shore and right in the water. We don't want the canoe on halfway on the beach or halfway on the river's edge. So what we're going to do is I'm going to hold the boat for my mom. So good communication, and we're going to get her to hop in the boat first. So I'm going to say, when you're ready, you're going to hop into the boat, and she's going to explain on how we hop into the boat.
So what you're going to do is hold your paddle like this, then you're going to put it on the gunnels, and then you're going to let him know getting into the water, into the boat. And once you're in, you're going to sit and get as comfortable as possible. And what you're going to do is put your paddle into the water and let him know, okay, ready.
So I'm getting into the boat now. Good communication, same thing like her. We're going to use our paddle to brace on our gunnels. And 1 foot in, keeping a low center of gravity. We don't want to be standing up too high or else we're going to rock the boat. So low center of gravity, staying nice and low. We're going to hop in. Same thing like her. We're going to make sure that we're nice and low to the bottom of the boat. We're going to make sure that all these buckles are cinched in, like so. Make sure that our knees are down. We don't want any loose buckles out, or we don't want any thing that could potentially cause us a problem if we flip over. So now that I'm in and I'm comfortable, I'm going to grab my paddle. Her paddle is already in the boat as a brace, and I'm going to say, I'm ready, I'm in the boat. So we're going to push offshore like so. So this is the most safest way for us to not hurt ourselves, but also not fall into the water, and also keep our boat ultimately safe. Because these things aren't invincible. They can break, they can dent, you can warp them, you can wrap them. So they are they're not invincible. So here we're gonna go over different paddle strokes. So the front of the paddle, or the front of the bow paddler, is what we call our motor. And what our motor is gonna do is he or she is gonna be paddling with a forward paddle. So my mom's gonna demonstrate here what she's gonna be doing. So as you can see there, she is creating vertical long stroke with her paddle blade right up against the water. And together, what we're going to be doing is going in a forward straight line. My job as the stern paddler is I am the rudder. I'm going to be steering the boat. So there's a series of strokes that we're able to do that help us maneuver which way we want to go. So if I draw water to my end of the boat, it turns me one way. If I do a little pry motion from the base of the boat, it turns me the opposite direction. So those little strokes act as a rudder. So those are what's going to help us going in a straight line. Straight lines are also very important for us when we're paddling. We have to make it across the water, especially on windy days like today. If I want to make myself go across the lake, I don't want to be getting blown all over the place. So straight lines are very important. So we'll demonstrate here when we're ready. So my mom will say, good communication always. Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay. So she's going to start paddling. We're both going to start paddling like so. So nice vertical paddle stroke is very important. So, good communication again when exiting the boat. So what I'm going to do is brace. I'm going to either stick my paddle in the sand. We have a sandy bottom, so I'm able to just stick it right into the sand. And it's going to help me to hold the boat steady. If I'm on rocks, sometimes I can wedge it between two rocks. If we're in really deep water, what we use is we call a brace. We put this on top of the water. And in case we do tip over, I'm able to push off top of the water. So, what we're going to do is exit out the boat now.
Okay, spinning up.
Yep.
Same thing, you're going to keep your body low because you don't want to stand because the canoe gets a little bit wobbly. Alright, and then once he's done, I'm going to hold the boat and say, okay.
So she is straddling the boat there. It's going to help me maneuver, especially if this is deep water. I'm going to crawl up the center. Slow, Leonard. Slow.
And low.
And low. Using my paddle as a brace, I'm able to walk up the base of the canoe and safely exit the boat. So we're going to lift this boat out of the water and on top of the shore. Communication, you ready?
Yep.
All right, so we lift up. And bring this boat out on top of the water. Yep. Put it down. Great. So, if we're stuck in a scenario where we have to portage is when we walk the boat, when we have to walk a distance, whether we're walking on a trail from one body to another, or if we're bringing it to a trailer or to a truck. What we're going to have to do is TP the boat if it's going to be single carry. So this is where we're going to be using our center thwart. So what we're going to do is we're going to high five here. And what we're going to be doing is reaching over, grabbing both ends of the gunnel, and we're going to put it on top of our knee. And with a rocking motion, we're going to tilt it up on top of our shoulders. So we're going to get communication on the three. We're going to do this, all right? So 1, 2, 3. Good. So my mom here is going to TP this for me. So she's going to hold it up while I walk back. I'm going to line this up, let it rest on top of my shoulders. Once I'm in there, I make sure that this is right centered on my neck and on the back of my shoulders. I'm gonna put my hands on the inside of the gunnels here, and she's gonna slowly tilt it down,
Okay.
like so. Yep.
Good.
Yep. And what this allows me to do is able to maneuver the boat, and I'm able to carry it for long periods of time. So I want to say thank you for learning how to enter and paddle safely, and we hope you guys to see you on the water later on. See ya.